everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm quite excited because I'll be checking out Soojin and her solo debut with Agassy, the music video for it all. Now finally, the long wait is now over, am I right everyone? We more than love to see it. Soojin is out with her solo debut, and I'm really interested in what kind of approach and route she takes with this one. I've been hyped off of the teaser pics, but honestly hyped ever since the initial announcements and all, because there's some times where for certain individuals we don't know if they're ever gonna come back or if they're gonna eventually come back, and I'm glad that Soojin has decided to continue to pursue this path in the industry and really not let her talents go to waste, you feel me? And I feel like she has been more than capable of having a solo debut since the early days, but I've got to say, like any other solo artist, what are they gonna showcase, what are they gonna be all about? So that's gonna be partly answered here today in my coverage with Agassy. So hey, enough talk, let's just dive into the music video now. Alright, so I brought it up here, Agassy by Soojin. Unfortunately, the English captions are not really available, but I'll try my very best to hear out the lyrics in full. But I'm seeing Soojin in the first frame here. It seems like on a pool of water I could see her reflection here, but let's go. Oh, I love the sounds of the birds and nature here. And just this percussion string plucks coming through. Okay, it's picking up here. I don't know what to say anymore. Like, she's truly charming us throughout this, not only visually but vocally and performance wise. I love that bass guitar work that chimes in. Whoa, interesting drop here. Definitely wasn't expecting this kind of drop. Oh, that footwork with the backup dancers, that leg work. Oh, that bass work too. The plucks is so cool. Rolling of the drums there. Ooh, the fluttering woodwind work there, like flutes coming into play at that moment. Definitely one of my favorite scenes here. It's the pool of water, the backup dancers. Ooh, I'm starting to get used to this drop. Woo. Oh, okay, we got the bridge here. Oh, it's going somewhere with this. With the traditional, like, epic, like, timpani drums. Ooh. Oh. Wow. It's been a minute since a solo artist, specifically a female solo artist, has come through with or felt in a way where their debut has been very charming and has gotten me at a loss of words pretty much. And I remember that solo debut, it was when Yuju had her solo debut under the same label as Kang Daniel, of course. But staying on track here, Agassy by Soojin. I think this is a strong start to her solo career, I've got to admit. Like, in a way, I feel like, nah, this is not like crazy boundary breaking or it hasn't been done before. But I feel like this kind of approach by Soojin really fits her like a glove. Like, vocally, stylistically, it suits her. And something that's not too over the top, slightly toned down, and at some points in the song more so muted and suppressed. But then you got these quite switch up moments like the drop that was done in this plonky kind of manner that I don't know how I feel about it initially, not gonna lie. It grew on me as it progressed and all, but aside from that, I was loving everything else that we were getting into this song. Like, pretty much traditional drum usage, like epic symphony-like drums coming into play and rolls happening, the transition between sections. Nice woodwind work. As someone who's played flute in the past before, I can really appreciate that flute work coming into play. And then we had these strong plucks, percussion string plucks, like percussion-like string plucks coming into play for this song that's quite heavily utilized, and I think that adds to that captivating feel and charm that we get from Soojin. I think one key word that really would stick out to me and describe this particular release is that it's so enchanting, everyone. Isn't it right? Like, the word has to be enchanting and charming. Like, she really showcases her alluring side, but her, as well as her captivating voice in this particular song in such an enchanting kind of manner where she expresses herself really, really well and portrays a story of through her dance skill set, believe it or not. Like, sure, I did not get the English captions here to really fully understand the song, but I feel like she really tells a story well with her dance moves and the choreo that was set for this particular song. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, or not like that, but like provide any confirmations if it's along the lines of that, where she is trying to tell a story throughout this song in regards of possibly, you know, figuring out of expressing oneself and, you know, figuring out love, maybe. But what I'm getting imagery wise though really compliments her. The nature-like scenes with the flowers and all, the pool of water, how these scenes were lit up with nice lighting, with this warm lighting coming into play as well. So I think this was a really strong debut, and I'd have to give this an 8.5 out of 10. I think two things that really took slightly away from it is that drop, that breakdown. I felt like that breakdown could have been done differently, or just instead of having that, have a nice follow-up with a great post-chorus to provide even more throughout this song, because unfortunately it doesn't clock in over the 3-minute mark or at the 3-minute mark of chorus. I do prefer songs that, you know, are effective with it in this kind of duration, and it is effective, mind you. It's just that drop that needs to grow on me, which in a way reminds me of what like the likes of Sunmi or like Jisoo or Jennie would do in their solo releases. Have these type of drops in their song, these instrumental drops, so you could feel out the groove of things and how the song really goes, right? But I think that plonky drop is not that fitting for me and takes slightly away from the song. And aside from that, you know, I do mess with these type of songs from time to time, and I think Soojin has hit it on the right note in regards of having this as the title track, right? So aside from that, you know, I'm really interested in what else she has in store B-side wise in a separate video. I'm sort of getting ahead of myself here, but let me point out my favorite parts and moments in this song as we dive into it for a second go around here, everyone. So immediately right away, we are greeted by Soojin. It doesn't take time to kickstart, which I appreciate a lot considering the duration of this song and how it plays out. But notice how she kickstarts the song right away, but we're also greeted by this nice string pluck work or percussion pluck work or traditional string instruments that are being plucked in this song. I love it so much, these plucks that are going on. And the string like pluck work. Maybe even a bit of harp work there. And then right away, we get in the groove of things, and we're met with this crazy, like, backdrop that's lit, silhouette of these beautiful tree branches and twigs and all. And we see, of course, Soojin herself, long sleeve gloves, red gloves, and the red and black fits. They really color coordinated this so well and matched the right colors for this particular music video, as well as with the backup dancers coming into play. And then notice the fit too, you know, the flowers on her fit, as well as the flowers around her, the greenery. Look at the attention to detail that they really put in this. So, like, I gotta say, music video-wise, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, but through and through, this has been very enchanting by Soojin. Bit of ticking of the hi-hats here. So this is where one of my favorite moments is the drum roll that we get leading into this moment. I think it transitions it so well. Rattling of some sort of tambourine, some flute work that happened there, woodwind work. We're back to the plucks. Now build up with the snare drum work. Yeah, just that drop with the bass work. Very plonky with it. But then I'm glad it picks back up in this moment here. Yeah, there definitely had to be a mixture of traditional string instruments coming into play, or the likes of like percussion plucks and a harp in play of this song, because man, the string, you don't get this type of string work and like woodwind work in any particular title track or K-pop song in the K-pop scene, you feel me? Rolling up the drums. So all in all, what I'm getting from this particular release, we get to really notice all the beautiful sides to Soojin, right? Not just like visually, presence-wise, in how she carries herself in any performance, or for Agassy here specifically, but like vocally wise and like dance performance wise, her dance skill set as well. Really captivates ya, huh? It's like she has such a one-of-a-kind type of presence that I really can't put a tongue to it, you know what I'm saying? I can't, you know, really describe it. It's like her presence is that good, everyone. But all in all, nothing too intricate. I wouldn't call it the safe debut, nor I wouldn't call it something boundary breaking, but I think this debut really sticks with Agassy. And then one of my top favorite moments is this bridge. Even though it's hit shortly, wow, she builds a lot of hype in here. A lot of attention here. A lot of anticipation. Cue those epic timpani drums, or epic traditional drums. And I love how it switches up here. A little bit of background vocals, a dance break moment coming into play. The pouring rain. She gets to flex her vocals a bit. And yeah, Agassy, let me know your thoughts, everyone. Did you love this release? Did you feel the same way about this release like I did? But all in all, what I'm getting here is that she really told a story throughout her performance, and she really made me realize how much I missed her in the scene, you know, and how she had such an impactful presence at the time when she was out at the time and active in the industry, you feel me? And I'm just so glad that she's back. It's just so surreal. It's still sinking in, you feel me? Am I right? Who's here that's still feeling this surreal feeling with Soojin's debut of Agassy? But let me know your thoughts, everyone. I felt like the hooks did its job. I felt like, you know, sure, this wasn't over the top, but this definitely wasn't safe. Like, this was a really strong debut, and it's only a matter of time for Soojin to showcase even more in the future, and I'm sure she's gonna do even more and top herself in the future. But as always, be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and it helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison, and peace.